morning, everyone, and thank you, Anand, for this amazing start. You said there's a lineup. It made us feel like the opening batsman for today's match. Wonderful. Welcome everybody for this open house. It's a privilege for us to be here as coaches and bring up our wellness champion. The way I see it is this is the Forbes of wellness, right? And so if somebody is getting featured there, I believe they've really gone through and substantial and a very sustainable change, and that's the only way somebody is coming here. And this is my beautiful wife Unna who made the magic happen. So between both of us, we had this privilege of working with Babu is my classmate from school, and by the way, we just passed out of school just a couple of years back. Can we have Babu spotlighted as well? Yeah, wonderful. Welcome, Babu. Hi. Babu, hi. It's so good to have you here. In fact, it's been like 30 years, 30 plus years we've known each other, and to have you here as a friend and as somebody to whom we could add a little value in your wellness journey, it's such a privilege to have you here. For the benefit of everybody here, would it be possible for you to introduce yourself, a little bit about your corporate background, and stuff like that? Yes.
Happy to do that. First of all, a lot of gratitude, Una, Ini. Thank you for taking me under your wings as a coach and getting me here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Babu Alagappan. I'm based in Singapore. Indian asked me to introduce myself from a corporate background. So before I do that, let me start with my personal my family. I'm married with a son who is 15 years old. My wife, Sivagami, she's a homemaker. She's a painter and an artist who has helped me also along in this journey. From a corporate lifestyle, so I am a managing director for a British chemical multinational. I've also got another hat, which is the finance director for Asia Pacific. And my managing director role is also within the Asia Pacific region for ASEAN and Australia, New Zealand. I've been with this company for the last 7+ years. Prior to that, I spent a lot of my corporate life for a company called Philips Electronics. Right now, my company's name is called Croda.
Wonderful, Babu. Thanks for that. And so, first thing is, irrespective of what circumstances brought in, I think I'm really grateful that the digital world brought us together. After so many years, and what prompted you to connect with me in terms of the health? Of course, our WhatsApp groups, school WhatsApp groups, and things like that, which we kept us in the same environment. But what brought you in, saying, okay, maybe I should talk to Indian or Wellness Quotient?
Yeah. So in end of 2021, I was trying to get insurance for myself, and I had to go through a medical checkup. It was a routine checkup, and unfortunately or fortunately for me, the medical checkup showed that my ECG was not as it should be. There were distortions. So I was sent, as per the protocol, by an ambulance to a doctor, and then they did all the tests, and it looked like sometime back I suffered a heart attack, which I did not know. Luckily for me, nothing happened. Then, running through all the tests, it looked like I had multiple blocks. Then finally, I did get an angioplasty. It was not that serious. And, I did play badminton despite having those heart attacks or heart attack whenever I had it. I was blessed, I think. But anyway, I clearly knew that I had to do something to improve my health.
Yeah. When you said that, honestly, it was a big shocker for me because I still remember you being very active right from our school days. You've always been somebody who's been involved in sports and been active. And given, so what do you think? Because see, you're a teetotaler, and you've been, active, with your badminton practices and things like that. So what do you think would have contributed to something like this, in your own understanding?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very difficult thing for me to say, as in really pinpoint what could it have been. Like you say, yes, I don't smoke or I don't drink. I'm also a vegetarian for the last 30 plus years. I've got an active lifestyle. I walk about 10,000 steps every day. I play badminton twice a week, and I'm really generally very active. It could be hereditary. It could be my eating habits, and I generally believe it was my eating habits that contributed to what I went through. Uh, and that's what I strongly believe.
Right. No, the reason I'm asking is because most of us, when we are so focused in our corporate, career, we definitely try to do our best, right? We try to work around things. We try to be a little more conscious of what we're eating and things like that. And like you've been doing whatever is possible in terms of keeping ourselves physically active. And when the shocker comes, like you said, I think luck played a big role because we've seen not so good news is when such a blip happens on the heart. But in your case, it was really we're really glad that it was identified much earlier, and we could work on it. What were the other discomforts, Babu, you were going through facing in terms of your day-to-day life, managing your work schedules and things like that?
I had bloating issues, so somebody couldn't expect it. I think I did sleep pretty well, but I would say the quality of sleep was not great compared to me. So those were the main challenges that I had.
Right, right. So now, you tell me, where's your health right now? Because in fact, I think Una played a big role there, and I would like her to take it from here. But you can, help us understand, how do you feel now, after the transition?
Yeah, I feel great. A lot of gratitude again, once again, Una. Thank you very much for being so patient with me. It's probably not always easy to work with me, but you showed a lot of patience, helped me a lot. Thank you for that. I really feel very good. I don't have gastric issues. I couldn't have a sip of coffee prior to this program. Now I can have my coffee, which I enjoy. Not a problem. I don't get any gastric issues. I sleep very well. My quality of sleep has improved. I've shed, many kilos. I feel lighter. I feel energetic. I can do the two jobs that is, required of me, and still be, spending time with my family and do the things I like.
Brilliant.
So, Babu, what is your mental, like, I mean, how long before have you tried to lose weight? I know your doctors told you that, they had put in they had told you as an ultimatum, just you need to lose weight. But how long before did you lose weight, and did you feel, how was your mental state of mind about your weight?
Yeah, I was always conscious about my weights. Um, and I've been trying to lose weight for the last, I don't know, 5, 7 years, or probably even more, and every year I say, this is my milestone that I need to get to. And end of the year, I actually have put on more stones. So all these WhatsApp, doctors or advisors, learning from others' diet and trying to follow that. I've tried everything, I think, and probably did not invest in myself through a professional coach for a long time. But I think once I had this blip on my ECG, I think I decided I had to do something to change it. And I'm really glad, the school groups and got to know what Indian was doing with Una, and I signed up for that program.
Perfect. And also, Babu, what was your family's mental state of mind when they, when this whole thing was came upon?
Yeah, I mean, I think like with every other family, it was a shock. And they said, not for you. How can it be? There was a lot of denial also from my side, but I think they stayed the course. They knew that something had to be done. And my wife was very supportive. It was a complete change in terms of what I was eating. I think that played a big role in where I am today. I think, and without Siva's support, I wouldn't have been able to do this.
And you are 48 years old now, 49.
39.
You don't look that, but for sure. Yes. So the other thing that I wanted to check with you is can you throw a little light about what was your social life also, and what did your professional life demand of you in terms of, your eating and your habits?
Yeah, I've got a very active social life. Thanks. I've got a lot of friends. I, you know, I go out at least 4 or 5 times a week, either on work or on, with my friends out. Weekends are always with the friends out or with the family out. My job requires me to entertain clients or my office colleagues at least 3 or 4 times a week. I travel quite extensively in my work. So yeah, I spend less time at home, more time outside. And
Um,
I do that too.
Okay. And we also know that you are passionate about both your family and your profession. So that's to balance everything. So my next question to you is like this, Babu. What are the things that you found through this program that you would credit in the transformation to?
Yeah, I think it was a very tailor-made program. It was first started with a blood test review of the blood test, and it was a program that was totally customized and tailor-made. And more importantly, I think it was the follow-ups. I don't know, even if I would do it for my own son like this, but you guys, Una, what you did was amazing, and you did it so patiently. I think again, a lot of gratitude for that. I haven't thanked you enough. Let me thank you here. I think that really changed. Once I started realizing that someone else was actually spending so much time and caring about me, I thought I should do a little bit on myself and play my role. And for me, a lot that changed was around my eating habits. My, in terms of my fitness, I didn't change much. I continued what I was doing, but it was about the diet.
Okay. And Babu, would you say that, what was your doctor's reaction, when he found out the transformation that's happening with you and when you could actually let go of your BP medication?
Yeah, I think he was pleasantly surprised. I mean, for a couple of reviews, nothing changed because I did things on my own and I couldn't reduce weight. And he said, I can't take you off any of the medications. I continue to take blood thinner, which I think, is something post the angio I have to do. I take cholesterol medication, statins, and then I was also on blood pressure medication. After 2 reviews and since I think 4 or 5 months into the program, and then after that, 6 months later, I had a review with the doctor, and he was very surprised to see me physically, but also my pressure levels gone down quite considerably. I think thanks to all the weight loss, and he's taken me off the blood pressure medication. And also my cholesterol levels, he said, the total ratio, HDL, LDL should be below 2, and I don't know, 1.5 or something like that. And he was really happy about what I've where I am now. I'm still on statins, but I hope, if I commit to myself, probably I can get off the statins as well.
That's wonderful to know that you bet the skepticism of the medical community. And yeah, and the other thing that I wanted to just check with you also, Babu, is what, if do you say that whatever the principles that you learned about nutrition, is it possible for you to sustain? I mean, right now, how long have you sustained your weight in the past few months at the level at which it is?
So it's been more than a year plus since I joined the program with you guys. I keep telling Indian that you've taught me how to fish. You guys are a great coach. So I believe I can sustain it. There are times when, I might not eat healthy, but I know what I need to do, to get back. And, I'm able to sustain my weight now. It fluctuates between 78 to 80. My target is to get to around 75. But it was 88. And, if I had not joined the program, I'm pretty sure based on the past trends, it would be over 90 now. And I wouldn't be here talking to God.
Just as a clarification to the audience, Babu is approached us a year ago, but he lost his weight in the initial months itself. In fact, I remember the first month he lost roundabout, and he's not on the program continuously for a year, just to clarify. But, basically the thing is that, the first month, I think he lost quite dramatically 3 or 4 kgs, and we got some pizzas to our house as a surprise from Babu and Sivagami all the way from Singapore. So, but they still promised that they are sustaining their lifestyle, their healthy eating habits. And I kudos to Sivagami because she's managed to do the whole back end job, very, very thoroughly. And the other thing that I also wanted to ask you is, Babu, what would you say, if somebody had to go through this journey right now, in whichever way they want to improve their health, what would your piece of advice be to them?
In fact, Babu, just to clarify, see, today we have almost close to about 350 people on this call. I can tell you that a lot of people are committed to their health. They are focused on their journey. So they're in different stages, different issues, different stages. So what would that message be from you if somebody is on a journey?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've, like most of you, I was also probably trying to, learn from others, look at WhatsApp, read on the internet, do different things. Actually, it didn't work for me. I was always committed to, a healthier life, not only for myself, but also, I've got a responsibility to my family. It didn't work for me, like in every other, in a professional sport or even in an office environment, all of us need coaches. I would say this will be the biggest gift that all of you give to yourself if you invest in the right coach, invest in a professional coach. They can guide you along. There are probably exceptional people who can do this themselves, but I think many of us will be better off with investing in a professional coach for your wellness journey.
Thank you so much, Babu. We really appreciate that we could get your time, because we know we've been trying to fix things in such a way that, we appreciate your time, and we thank you so much. And it's been a pleasure knowing all of you guys, all the 3 of you, Sivagami, Pranav, and yourself, more through this journey. And yeah.
We really want to appreciate it. We appreciate what you said about us, but I want to tell you the biggest reward you've given us is the fact that your own transformation, you committed to your health, you made a change, and I'll tell you, you had made a big impact today to a lot of people worldwide, and encourage them to take a step forward in the right direction.
Because when it comes to heart-related issues, most people are very, very, kind of closed, and your transformation has been a very big inspiration, I'm sure, for everybody to take a bold step forward.
Wonderful. Congratulations, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you, Anil. Thank you, Anil.